What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you follow me over there on Telegram. That's t.me/KingofFomo1, as well as my chat, which is going to be linked in the description below. And this is yet another Wisetoken video. I'm telling you, DeFi is a little bit slow right now, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 coins a week. But Wisetoken is on fire, and this is a token that you're not going to see in DeFi. You're not going to see anybody reflecting, hey, look at the price of this coin until the end of the 50 days. And by that point, you might have missed out on your opportunity to get some of these things cheap. So we're going to take a look at what the price of this thing can be. Is it just starting? Right now, the Wisetoken is going viral at the moment. Currently has 11,000 Ethereum in it right now, which is pretty crazy considering one of the first videos that I put out about this thing when this thing first came out was on November 1st, about 15 days ago. That was at about 2,900 Ethereum. We've already gotten 10,000 extra Ethereum in less than 15 days. So that alone in itself is pretty crazy. And I'll talk about some numbers about where this thing can go if it averages out for about 680 Ethereum as the time goes on, which I think that we might actually be at a point where we're having low days in Wisetoken. I think that the amount of Ethereum that can go in here on a daily basis can be higher than what we're seeing at like 645, 500 on day 2, 500 on day 3, 700 on day 4, 1,000 here on day 5, and on day 6 we're already looking at 745. Like I said, going up to the big paydays where people are doing a lot of anticipation and early predictions. After that, it kind of tapers off at about 215. You do have time to decide on some of these later days. And, you know, if you're thinking that people might run out of Ethereum by day 30, you might want to wait until then to purchase because there's some even lower amount of Ethereum days over there. Now, I did just do my first 30 Ethereum buy in here. So I'll show you guys my personal dashboard right here. You can see that my 2 contributions, I put in 30 Ethereum. I did use a referral link, so that's going to give me an extra 3 Ethereum worth of tokens, and I'm still going to go into here. Somebody was commenting on my channel, said, I thought you were going in heavy. First of all, heavy is a relative term, so heavy could be $300 to one person, it could be $3 million to another person. Second of all, I'm not done yet, so I have plenty of time to, I don't have to buy on all the days right now. I can decide that later, and that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm playing it by ear. If there's a day that I feel like buying, I might throw in another extra 30 ETH. If there's if I feel like waiting a week or 2 weeks or a month, then I'll do that and see where this thing is going and see how it continues its momentum. So like I said, let's go ahead and go back over to here, and we'll take a look at some charts over on Wiseinfo. Like I said, about 1,100 or 11,000. Let me read that over again. 11,229 Ethereum in here today. I do think that that is a lower number. If we take a look at the charts right here, the momentum seems to be going in an upward direction. And we've seen other contracts like Gandhiji or Ethereum Gold hit 20,000 Ethereum, and that took upwards of 3 years. I think that this project definitely has a lot more eyeballs on it overall. So I think that 20,000 is definitely a number that this is going to reach. Now, that being said, if this thing averages out at 20,000 Ethereum, averages out at the amount of of Wise that's been going in on average each day, which is about 680, and we take that number out and we put 680 Ethereum on here for every single day, then that's where I'm getting that about 29,000 Ethereum into here altogether. I think that that might be a minimum. Now, I also think that as Hex has its big payday on the 19th, whether that be good or bad, I think that a lot of eyes are going to shift, a lot of focus is going to shift towards Wisetoken, because Wisetoken at that point is going to be a little bit more speculative than Hex. At that point for Hex, I mean, it's just going to be the market deciding what's going to happen there, but people are going to have a different viewpoint and a kind of a different result that could happen with Wisetoken. And another thing that I find positive about this is that it's decentralized. That's the main issue that I've been having with Hex, and like, I don't hate Hex. I keep telling people this. This is not a competition. It's not like I want Wise to beat Hex. Now, it might not, but either way, if Wise is successful, that's all I'm really concerned about. That's all I really want to see happen. But like, as far as it beating Hex, that's not like a concern of mine. But nonetheless, the issue that I have with Hex, and the reason why I like Wise over Hex personally, is because Hex is too centralized, okay? You have one person that's controlling basically all of the coins and all of the supply, and while I do believe that the person, Richard Hart, is not going to be stupid and exit scam, I don't think he's going to be dumb and kill his coin and not add liquidity or take all the ETH and go buy himself an island and leave. I don't think he's going to do any of that stuff, but nonetheless, the case remains that it's still way too centralized for my liking. And with Wisetoken, like, it's exciting to see the amount of Ethereum that's being poured into here, because I know that this Ethereum is decentralized Ethereum. I know that this is not just the developer taking the Ethereum from the day before and shoving it back in the contract, and then I have no idea how successful is this thing in reality, and or how much of it is, what percentage is it of it is attributed to the developer putting in the Ethereum from the day before. That's the problem with centralized Hex. Now, the only counter argument that people have given me about Hex's centralization problem is, well, Bitcoin wasn't decentralized when it came out. Satoshi owned all the Bitcoins, and that doesn't matter to me at all. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. You can't really make a comparison from Bitcoin to a brand new ERC20 coin that's 8,000 coins after Bitcoin. So that doesn't make any sense to me when people explain to me that Bitcoin wasn't decentralized. I mean, of course, it's a brand new unspeculated thing. So nonetheless, like I said, if you have any other counter arguments about how you think Hex is better than Wise, other than the fact that, I mean, the other thing that people bring up is Hex has tons of marketing. Richard Hart did a great job marketing Hex. Wise doesn't have anybody looking at it. It's not going to be nearly as successful. Well, if you take a look at the trends right now, we take a look at this chart right now. This is an upward trend line right here. So I think that the positive with this is as it becomes more and more popular on a daily basis, there's only going to be more and more eyeballs going on it and more speculation. And it's just going to be kind of a positive trend up until we get to the end of the last day here on December 31st. And then once those tokens are released and launched, then we're going to have a whole nother thing to look forward to with staking. Whereas with Hex, the thing that people are looking forward to with Hex is the big payday, and they have their staking already running right now, but the hype factor is going to be done after that. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens after that big payday. Because speculation, the speculation won't really be there as much because it's just the staking that's going to be happening. But I don't want to knock that too much because Wisetoken is doing pretty much the same thing with its whole layout and the structure of the system, with the exception of it not being centralized. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with both of these things. But I'm really excited to see that Wisetoken is being as successful as I wanted it to be, if not even better, in these first 5 days. So we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's already looking pretty good, or I guess this is today. The day is today, to buy us today. It's already looking pretty good at 745. This is the second highest day of all, and we'll see in the coming days, and especially for day 18. I'm thinking that people might go crazy on this day because you can get a little bit more. Now, I put my 2 buys in. Now, another thing that people were asking me, or somebody was asking, this, it's confusing to buy. It's actually really easy to buy. So you simply just click on this blue bar right here. You click on Reserve Wise Tokens, and then you pick the days that you want to buy. So do you want to buy today on the 16th? All right, then buy today and put in your amount. You want to buy on 2 days? Then click 2 days. You want to buy on every single day? Then click Select All Days. You want to buy on every single day except one? Then unselect some days after you pick Select All Days. And then you just purchase in like that. So it's as simple as that to get in to Wisetoken and to buy yourself some tokens. So I'm not really understanding what the difficulty or the challenge is with purchasing tokens. You will not receive them until December 31st, and that's when the liquidity is going to be added to Uniswap soon after. You'll be able to stake soon after that, and there's going to be some bonuses for staking too. So there's just a lot. It's all positive. There's nothing really to look at with Wisetoken saying, oh no, I'm dreading this day coming up, or I'm worried about this. I'm looking forward to every day after this. And hopefully, even if the amount of Ethereum goes down in our reservation days, to me, that's going to be a nice thing, because the way that I've set it up, I didn't do all of my buys in one big purchase. If it goes down and then it goes down the next day and it goes down the next day, then that's a good time for me to do another big buy, anticipating the release of this thing. All right, guys, that's everything for today. I just wanted to give you an update on Wisetoken. Like I said, I am looking at other stuff. Like Save or FSAV3 and some other stuff on Uniswap, but nothing's really grabbing my attention enough for me to really FOMO into it and buy it and talk about it too much. Another coin that just to let you guys know, something that I'm looking at on the side, I've talked about this before, I'm looking at Empty Set Dollar. I'm probably going to buy some of this. This is a rebase coin, and it's actually doing really well, so this one could match some of the levels that Ampleworth is doing. So I'm thinking about just riding this up, because in the past 24 hours it's gone up pretty good amount in market cap. So I think once this thing breaches 100, it's either going to go up or down significantly after that. Anyway, that's everything for today, guys. Catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification if you haven't yet, and follow my Telegram channel to do further chats and analysis about Wisetoken as well. Peace out.